Hi, hello, it's Cara. Welcome to a new video, and today we're doing my Bookopoly deal TBR for August. The Magical Readathon prompts recently dropped. I've got some Pickpockathon prompts. I'm not going to tell you about either of those specifically today, but to fit those prompts I kind of need to know what I have to read for Bookopoly deals. So that's what we're doing today. You'll be pleased to know I have failed July once again. Kind of a little bit of my reading mojo back. I've at least been DNFing things, moving through things, but I'm definitely nowhere near caught up. It's not going to happen by the end of the month, for sure. So we will be taking punishment again today, like we did last month, and we'll see how it plays out. We will see. I'm kind of hoping that despite punishments, we might still have a kind of chill month. Would be nice. So let's see how we go. I also have two books that I know will be on my TBR regardless, and I'll be reading regardless, kind of, and that's Guards by Terry Pratchett, which is the next Tearing Through Time Discworld book that April and I will be buddy reading. And also April and I are also buddy reading Rhythm of War Part 2 in August. So this will definitely also be being read. If we can fit either of those on the TBR, that would be good, but we'll see. And then the rest, I guess, is playing Bookopoly. And I'm a little scared because I'm away for like the first half a week of the month, for a week, but like at the end of July, start of August. And I don't think I'll get much reading done. And I'll still be catching up on the last couple of months. And you know, I just don't, I need this to be not too bad, thanks. So let's see how it goes. As always, this is a Monopoly based card game. We're drawing cards, different things relate to different prompts. I'll be putting them up on the board. We're playing because we've got a punishment to 2 property sets. So you kind of see how that plays out as we go if this is your first one, but also there's plenty of others to look at if this is your first time. Ready, set, go. That's a rent, and we have nothing to apply rent to, so that becomes cash. That is a pass go, which means we need to add an extra card at the end. Pop that up top. Hopefully you can see what's going on back here, and hopefully my lighting is not too atrocious. You know what, I might open my curtain. That's a little bit better. Here we go. Another pass go. This is off to a swimming start. That is a slide deal. I'll put that down here. A slide deal means I can switch out a prompt I don't like for a free book. So we can't apply that yet, but we'll see if anything jumps out at me that I don't want to do. Oh, we have our first property set. This is Marlborough Street, and I'm pretty sure orange is middle grade. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's YA. I'm loading it up. Oh, it's a YA sci-fi. Let me have a think. Oh, that's easy. Easy peasy. For that, I'll read Evershore by Brandon Sanderson. It's the final Skyward Flight novella. So it's just this like last section of this bind up. I'm gonna read that. Alrighty. Oh, it's my birthday. That's a reread, which actually kind of works well for this. Because I have technically read Guards before. And this is, I'm gonna have to read it anyway, so let's pick that. It's a fantasy, cozy fantasy. This one's about the City Watch. If you're familiar with this one, it's the first City Watch book. I have read it before, but I'll be reading it again. I haven't read it since I was like 15. I haven't had a birthday in a while. And my actual birthday's in August. Oh, we have Whitechapel Road. That's a mystery or a thriller. You know what? We might listen to The Maid by Nita Prose. I know not that much about it, but I have it on audiobook and I need some audiobooks. And I feel like that could be a good pick. All right, let's see what's Next, I literally don't know that much about that, so I can't really talk about it, but it got popular. It was around a lot, and I'm curious. Money. More money. The money does come into play later if we accumulate a lot of it. Oh, yellow. This is Leicester Square. That's a queer contemporary. For this one, I think I'm going to try and pick a book that I've had on my TBR for a while, and like, it's one of those ones that's been high up on my TBR for months and months and months, and I keep being like, I need to read that soon, but it just never happens. And that's The Chandler Legacy by Abdi Nazimi, and this is like a dark academia-esque, but I think it's more like a boarding school intense contemporary, and I'm very excited about it. So that's the one. I loved Like a Love Story. It totally like side-swiped me with how good it was by Abdi Nazimi, and so I'm really excited about this. It features like cast and all POC, I believe, though maybe not. There's, yeah, lots of stuff going on. 5 teens brought together in The Circle, a coveted writing group where life-changing friendships are born and secrets are revealed. That sounds good. Okay. Next card. Cash. Oh, light blue. The Angel Islington? We're not having much luck on like cards of the same color today. That is a 2019 backlist release. Let me go through my like spreadsheet. I kind of want something fun, fast. I'm thinking this, Queens of Geek by Jen Wilde. I didn't love the last Jen Wilde I read. I listened to the audiobook for The Brightsiders, didn't love it, but I've heard better things about this one as a whole, and I think potentially the plot is going to be more up my alley. This has a vlogger, an actress, con stuff. It still has that brush with fame bit that I didn't love in Brightsiders, but hopefully it will be less. The things I didn't like about that hopefully will not be in here. And I didn't hate The Brightsiders, I just didn't love it. So I'm thinking we'll go with this. It's also not very long. It's like 260 pages, so it should be super fast to get through. All right, here's the next one. Purple. Paul Mall. That is adult high fantasy, so you know what we're putting there, babes? This one. So it's on the TBR and I can't avoid it. Obviously that's big, epic, high fantasy. I have other adult fantasies I would also like to read, but we've got to read that one anyway, so it's going on, and I want to in the month if I can help them. Okay. That is, oh, a rent. And unfortunately it can be applied to this one, which is kind of fun though, because I can pull something from the thing. So the option is Queens of Geek or whatever I put. Well, I'm going to pull something from the jar. Queens of Geek will be in the jar, so it might come up again. And I don't have that many. Sorry, I'm talking to you and walking away. I don't have that many things in my 2019 backlist, but there are some chunky ones and ones I'm not really in the mood for. So let's do it. I haven't pulled from a jar in a while. But obviously rent, which I don't think I really explained, means I have to randomize the prompt. So obviously a jar is a good way to do that. This is my 2019 backlist jar. And I pulled this one out. It might be one I've already read. Yeah, that's one I've already read and unhauled. I don't think I finished it. Oh, no, maybe I did. Did I finish it? It's definitely not still in the spreadsheet, so I think I finished it. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Let's try this one. Definitely read that one. I haven't updated these in a while, so there could be a lot in here I've read. Oh, which one is that? I mean, that's the second in a series. Might put it back if we draw the first one. I'll read it though. Summer of Salt I've already read. That's another one in that series. I've thrown it back in though. Oh, I'm gonna buddy read that one. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but maybe we'll try that one. I don't want to read it because I know I'm gonna buddy read it with April. Light Between Worlds I've already read. Well, at least we know one thing. This is clearing out my jar. What about this one? Read that one. That one. You can tell I haven't updated this in a while. Hey, read that one. Oh, no, that is still the sequel to that series. Let's try this one. Finally, the only thing that like I probably should have just done is the one I'm going to buddy read, but I'm not doing it. And we landed. I know there's not many options actually in this jar at all because there's not many things in this category, but Queens of Geek popped up. So it's still in, babes. We're still reading it. It was a very uneventful TBR jar. but alas. All right, let's go. Boop. Cash. I'm getting worried, folks. I'm getting a little concerned. Red, we haven't had that in a while. There we go. Trafalgar Square. That's a 2019 new release. Same year. I don't get reds very often at all. Same year, but new release instead of, you know English, instead of backlist. Okay, knowing this TBR is already growing and that I still have plenty to read from last month, I'm picking something that is short, again, contemporary-ish, fun. And for this, we're gonna go with Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallaro and Emily Henry. It's only like 320 pages. I've heard good things. It's a Thelma and Louise retelling. I've heard mixed things, actually. I've heard some people hate it. I've heard some people enjoyed it. I've liked Brittany Cavallaro before, and I think this is the bet. Now, can we like get at least one property set, please? Cash. That doesn't help. We literally don't even have two of a single color yet. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. There's our first property set. That's another brown. That's Old Kent Road. That's a mystery or thriller sequel, which is harder to do. I know, like, that's kind of a bad category. My own fault. I understand this. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do, if I can get my hands on it, I'm pretty sure, have I read the sentences down? Yeah, okay, but I haven't read the third one. All right, what we're gonna read is A Line to Kill by Anthony Horowitz, which is the third in the Hawthorne and Horowitz books. Read by Rory Kinnear. Did Rory Kinnear read the other ones? Did I just never notice that? I think that's how I knew Rory Kinnear's name. Yes. Me just realizing the reason when I watched How Fly Means Death, I was like, how do I know Rory Kinnear? I know he was in Black Books. And not Black Books, you know, Black Mirror. And I've seen that episode of Black Mirror, but I would not have pegged him from that because I traumatically removed that episode of Black Mirror from my mind. But I was like, why do I know the name? Where's his name familiar? He's narrated audiobooks. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna listen to A Line to Kill by Anthony Horowitz, which is the third book in this series. They all feature Anthony Horowitz as a character, somehow getting involved in crimes. Like trying to solve them, but he's just an author trying to solve them. It's very meta. I really enjoyed book 1 and 2, so this is book 3, and it's available on audiobook through my library. Okay, we now have one property set, but as always we need two. So let's keep going. A colour we haven't had before. Great, sounds lovely. Oxford Street. That is a middle grade. A middle grade mystery. You know what? I'm feeling the urge to keep working on the Murder Most Unladylike series. This is A Spoonful of Murder, the next installment. I think it's like book 6. We're gonna go with this. It's a middle grade. It's a mystery. I enjoy middle grade mysteries. And I'm excited to continue the series. So that's our pick for this one. It follows two girls, Hazel and Daisy. Daisy's a bit of a bully, but she's kind of growing out of it. And Hazel's her friend. And they're kind of like a Sherlock and Watson vibe. Next one. A +2. I say +2. It's pass, go, draw 2 cards. And I only draw 1 card because otherwise that would be insane. In the actual game you draw 2 cards, but they're useful to you because you're passing go. Here they're a punishment. Rent on a dark blue or a green. I don't actually have anything else to randomize that with at the moment. So I might just have to make this cash. I don't have a dark blue, and I don't actually have any other middle grade mysteries on my shelf right now to randomize, I don't think. I'm trying to think if I do. I don't think I do. I think that's it. Might be one. Oh, there are 2 others. Do we do it? Do we try and see what happens? So we'll do a random number generated between 1 and 3. 1 is A Spoonful of Murder. 2 is Pieces and Players. And 3 is the Winter House Mysteries, which are the only 3 middle grade mysteries I have on my TBR at the moment. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 3. 1. I do have a lot of luck. Can you see that? It's a 1. So we're keeping A Spoonful of Murder. I do have really good luck when I randomize for those things somehow. Here's our next card. We're still going. We're still only one property set. That's another pass go. This game's really not kind to me today. Okay, another one. I'm getting every single one in the deck. This is an anything rent. An anything rent. You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to put it on, this third one, because then I can draw from the jar again. So that one I picked Hello Girls for. That's the 2019 new release. I can't remember what jar that's in. This one with cats on it. Let's, am I running out of space? Oh no. Let's draw something out of here. I had to clear out my memory card, but you wouldn't believe that the first one I drew was one I've already read and one I mentioned in this video, which was like a love story about Abdul Nazemian. I've read that, so let's try again. This is another one I haven't updated in a long while, so. Winterwood. That's the Shea Earnshaw, I've read that. Oh, and it's dusty. Oh, let's pick this one. Oh, okay, I did consider picking this one because it would finish off a duology. This is Vow of Thieves. If it focuses. There you go, focus on the, there you go. Vow of Thieves. All right, switching out Hello Girls for Vow of Thieves. This is the sequel to Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. It's a follow-up duology to the Kiss of Deception trilogy, which I really enjoyed. I didn't love the first one in this duology as much, but I did enjoy it, and these covers are stunning. So I'm, look at that. So I'm very excited to finish it up. It's been obviously sitting on my shelf for a while, and it is the end of a duology, so it would conclude a series and be done. All right, let's keep going. Boop. Another rent. Must have been orange or purple. Oh, the adult high fantasy. I have lots of those. So randomizing that's hard. Or I could randomize the young adult sci-fi, of which I have less. Maybe what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on the adult fantasy, you know, just because I hate myself. And I'll pick a couple of other similar books to Rhythm of War. Rhythm of War is our number one. And I'll pick a couple of other kind of chunky adult fantasies that I do want to read soon, and we'll randomize and see what pops up. I've decided on the theme of Rhythm of War to go with series conclusions I'm keen to finish. So the first one's Rhythm of War. The second one is Discord of Gods, which I don't have my copy of yet, so that's number 2. Then we have Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee in number 3. The Warrior Moon by Kate Arsenault Rivera in number 4. And a new book I haven't actually hauled yet, Locklands by Robert Jackson Bennett in spot number 5. So they're all big chunky fantasy. Obviously Rhythm of War I have to read anyway, so I would rather that, but also I'm keen to get to any of these, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. But other than that, when am I gonna get to everything? Siri, give me a number between 1 and 5. 4. Okay. That is The Warrior Moon by Kate Arsenault Rivera. This is the third and final book in the Tiger's Daughter trilogy. This series does have some issues. Oh god, it's 650 pages. It does have some issues mainly around the way race is handled. It does use a lot of slurs, especially for it's inspired by and deeply based on Mongolian China, and it's like a really good fantasy, but definitely listen to Own Voices reviewers about it. I can't talk to it well because I don't know enough about it, but it's like a bit reductive, I believe, at times, and includes, or when it's not reductive, it's still leaning into the violence, and the author is not Own Voices, so keep that in mind considering this. I do really love this series. Like, I hate to say love because like I have a love-hate relationship with it. I wish those things weren't in it because as a story it's gorgeous. So I'm definitely keen to finally wrap this series up and then I can ignore it and it's done. Because it's been staring at me for ages, for years. So that's gonna be my pick for this. We'll clear out Rhythm of War. I mean, I have to read it anyway, but it's not fulfilling a prompt now. Though, who knows? We still don't even have a property set, a second property set. We've got one, we need two. How about this one? Cash. What about this one? Rent. Let's put, it's for blue, light blue or brown. Let's put it on this brown, which was a first mystery. There's a few other mysteries like I'm hoping to get my hands on that like could go well. So we have In My Hands I Hold a Knife. I have one on my shelf called Magpie Murders that could go in 2, no, in 3, because obviously our first one is still The Maid. There's also, yeah, let's go those 3 because those are the 3 I can think of off the top of my head that I have ready access to that are mysteries, thrillers kind of thing. Oh, and let's throw in there, because why not, My Sister's Serial Killer. So that's 4th. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 4. 4. My sister's a serial killer. Okay, that's it. I mean, I didn't want to read something physical. I think an audiobook might be available though, so I might do that, even though I have a physical copy. Yelling at you as I walk away. So this is going in instead of The Maid, when we were doing it earlier. Holy dooly, and we're still going. We're still going. It's my birthday. Do I? Oh, this is really the question. Do I just... Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to include here Pyramids, which is the Discworld book that I meant to be reading in July, but it wasn't actually on, if I'm remembering correctly, my Bookopoly deal TBR. Yes, it was not. Let me grab it. Here it is. My thought being I'm not going to get to it by the end of the month anyway, and it would work good for some prompts for some of the readathons, so I'm putting this here. I should have already read it, but I won't have. Oh, we have a light blue black wild card. That's still not a property set, but we're closer. And so that's any blacklist book, or I could do a pick, a black pick, someone else pick. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I hate myself? Do I? Well, this could be love-hate because I feel like April will do me a solid. Let's make April pick what book I'm going to read. And we're going to pick between these 3 and Discord of Gods. So theoretically she should pick the one we're buddy reading, but the choice is up to her. I'm just waiting for her to reply. She did what I hoped she would do. I picked the one I need to read anyway, so Rhythm of War it is, going in for that one. Now, we still need to actually finish this property set. Forced deal, which means I have to make sure something's borrowed from the TBR, from someone else's TBR or the library, which is okay because that murder mystery is from the library, so we're putting it on that. It's already from the library. More Rent. Rent's really killing me this time around. Yellow or red? What was the yellow? Oh, it was the queer contemporary. All right. Guess we're playing Rent. This doesn't happen normally. So what we picked for this yellow, what I picked for this yellow was Chandler Legacies, which is a queer contemporary. Let me pick some other queer contemporaries off my shelf and we'll randomize. I have some others, but let's stick with these 4 for the sake of randomizing. So we have the one we already had, Chandler Legacies, Perfect on Paper, Falling in Love Montage, and The Heartbreak Bakery. We'll see what Siri says. Pick a number between 1 and 4. 1! We get to keep it. Holy Lord doodles. Holy macaroni. This TBR is getting out of hand. Cash. I'm gonna put it below because we don't have space for the next property. A yellow red wild card. Okay, I like that. Let's look at that. That is a new release or a contemporary. In which case sometimes I like to put things together. A new release meaning it came out this year normally, or I could just go with something new. I kind of want to do the whole new release but also a contemporary vibe. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know what? On this already overwhelming TBR, let's put You're the Winner by Nina LaCour. I've heard amazing things about this. It's a contemporary literary fiction sapphic romance. Let's do that. Okay, now we have 2 reds and 2 yellows, 2 light blues. Surely something's gonna click. Any time now. That's an action event. I can't apply it to the black. I don't have a green to apply. I'd already kind of randomized the black, so I made her pick me. You know what, let's just make it cash. Because I don't really know how to apply it to the random that we already did. Let's try this one. Purple. Whitehall? Yes, but that does, now I have 2 purples. Oh, and that's adult high fantasy. Oh my lord, I do want to finish one of these series. Do I do... Okay, yeah, you know what, for this we're picking Discord of Gods because I really want to read it. I don't have a copy of it yet, but I should theoretically by August. Really? I don't think we've got a dark blue yet. No. Mayfair. Mayfair is a TBR veteran. And I don't know what I want to pick. You know what, because I will have just read the final Percy Jackson. Let's put Percy Jackson and the Greek Gods there, in this spot. Technically I didn't get this that long ago, but it went into that section. My TBR veteran section is a thing. It's too complicated to explain, but this is gonna be that one. This is torture. This is a torture device. Oh, thank God. We're done. We're done. That's Park Lane. That's a Kindle pick. That's our last property set. Oh, I forgot about these. Let's pick a Kindle pick. You know what, while we're committing to the gig, I'm gonna give us Shitty Mutants by S.J. Whitby. This is a Patreon only exclusive cute mutants universe, alternate universe story. I really want to read it. I'm currently catching up and this would be the next actual like book in my little reading that's not a short story that's not available to record on Goodreads. So guess we're reading Shitty Mutants in August. And now, the thing we've all been dreading, the 5 draw ones. Okay, first of them, Marylebone Station. That is a poll pick. I'm gonna pick 4 audiobooks for you to choose from. Okay, thoughts in progress. Now is what actually got picked at the time I'm editing this. All right, here's the second one, Cash, Few. Third one, Cash, Few. Fourth one, Cash, Few. And here's the last one, Cash. Okay, so we only have to add 1 prompt, but now the big question is, do the cash on the books equal up? Okay, so how many books have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cash, so we're safe. I mean, this is not safe, but at least we're safe on the cash front. I'm gonna die. So there's that. I'm never gonna catch up, am I? Like, never ever. We're gonna be resetting in January and I'm still not gonna be caught up. Oh, fuck my life. anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me try and hold these up actually. Oh, and keep in mind there's some audiobooks and also some some ebooks. At least one. That's the stack. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But that's okay. Thanks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye. Just been writing down my TBR, and I just realized that I said Whitehall was a adult high fantasy. It's not. It's an adult low fantasy. So Discord of Gods, which I'd picked that, is not going to work. But for that, I'm going to pick The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik. This book has some controversy, specifically the bit that I'm still on the fence about is the use of Polynesian and I think the magic system takes terminology from cultures across the Pacific without much credit and without really like representing those cultures in any way. It just kind of stole the language. That's the bit that like still I'm a bit about. There was also talks about how some racial stuff were described, but I think those got like retconned or removed. But like the author did not talk about the use of that terminology, so keep that in mind. But I personally like had a decent time reading book 1. Book 3 comes out sometime soon. I need to read book 2, so that's gonna go in here because it is low fantasy, by which I mean it's like set in our world. So I'm still crying, but that's going there.